Oh, let's see. What do we have here? Tommy, what's with the Nintendo characters? I don't know. I thought it was cute. Let me get this done. I'm not doing a full show today. Let me turn off the music. I still haven't pushed my water yet. I had to do some quick shopping. 9 people. See, I know there's a need for viable daytime streaming. The diner, and that would also be, I hope you can hear me. Let me check my audio. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Everything's turned up. Okay. Because you got the overnight mega channel with the mayhem, disorder, anything goes. You know, we gotta have some decent space here. We can't let it take over everyone and everything. That's my only point here. GD, my moderator in the house. There he is, Argentina, the peso cannon. And I had to give him a heads up. GD, that's right. Well, Morty, come back. Well, not only come back, but don't go away. Okay? So I'm encouraging all viewers, all civilized YouTube enthusiasts, to contact Morty's Diner. What I'm going to do is go into the last channel they got up, and that includes the NewsBrosShow, and just say, hey, stay, work it out. I mean, get some pleasure out of it, but let's don't have just the long-winded, what did I say there? I request all to go to the Diner and NewsBrosShow and request they remain viable and continue their channels. We must stand up to the long-winded overnight rhetoric mayhem. Rhetoric mayhem. Maybe that'd be better put. I'm a bit out of the loop. Are the FranchiseClub, the clubs, people bended? No. I unleashed the gates of hell. I let everybody out when Jax came over here. Listen, I can get along with somebody for a couple months, Nobody's in there. Well, what's with the Nintendo? I thought it was cute. And Pokemon, I thought, is Timmy pushing that? Is this another stupid investment scheme like luxury watches? And I looked at I searched his channel, and a month ago he had out there, what's the better investment, Rolex or Pokemon? The answer is neither. GD greets Tommy. Tommy greets GD. Cute like Rufus. Oh, Rufus is here. Cute. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. You see anything different in the image there, in the live feed? What's going to happen when the Red Sea is shut down? Oh, what's going to happen? We can't. I'm tired of this. What if it could happen? That everything's fine, except the price of oil. What did it close Friday, by the way? You got to have $98, almost $100. It'll come tumbling down once they work things out. They got to get the Strait open and passable. You got to have the free flow of oil at market prices. And who did he have? I think Japan just said they would help out. You just got to keep that, these tankers cost a lot of money. You got to give them some safety through there. And China they get all their oil from there. It'll work out. Pokemon Craze says Rufus. JB. Yeah. Why don't you go away, JB? This is not for you, because I'm literal. I want to be around honest people, not people doing shtick and everything else. So this channel is definitely not for you. Can it be Fry's Kabbalah? We love those people. All right, well, you love them. See, I finally figured out what it meant by unity. You know what that really means? No standards. No standards whatsoever. You love those people. Well, you love them, but I can't be around them. But it can't be Fry's Club all the time, all night. 70 people. For 6 hours, 8 hours. Goodness. Well, then be nice to him. Don't call him the curmudgeon. Say, we need more. We need the diner open for business and news bros. Well, that fell apart. That fell apart. A catch cage, yep. There you got it. You nailed it. How can I get rid of that? The catch cage, that's right. That is my premium squirrel trap. Now, even though it's going to rain Tuesday, and I don't know what it is. It's a rodent. I at first thought it was a fox squirrel, but it's a juvenile. I don't know what it is. Because you can't trap fox squirrels. You can't relocate fox squirrel. I'm going on Grok. I went on the Florida State Wildlife thing. So until I trap it and get it identified, then I'll know what to do. And if it's a fox squirrel, I just got to let it go again. But maybe teach it a lesson. But I'm not sure what it is, because it doesn't look like this one. It didn't look anything like that. It kind of has the head shape to it. And these get up to 3 pounds. This thing will bite my finger off, I think. If it's that big, it's not going to be able to get in the trap. That trap is for ground squirrels and for rodents and that kind of thing. But I've had peanuts in there, and I don't think his hand can grab one of those. And I crushed them up, so they can't resist shelled peanuts. Come on, if it's any kind of rodent, they cannot resist. And a squirrel is a member, at least the fox squirrel's a member of the rodent family. It was endangered at one time, but I'm getting conflicting, information on whether it's not endangered anymore. So I don't know what's going on with it. Now, and I don't think, I read somewhere on Grok that if it is a fox squirrel and it's a problem, you have to humanely euthanize it immediately after you catch it. Well, I don't know if I can do that. So, down next week laughing. Well, I don't know, Tommy. What is going to happen, Tommy? Let's just, what are we going to do? Let's just do nothing, right? We don't have the right to take out the Ayatollahs. I did a great show yesterday. If you get a chance, look it over. Mark Levin and who else did I have? Glenn Beck had an interesting thing on Joe Kent. And Joe Kent was for the taking out the Ayatollahs until he wasn't. So, but, check out the show. We can have a different opinion. JBJ, Timmy is scamming. Let's see. Timmy is scamming. Yeah, I don't... the people that give him money really must not like him, because he is doing nothing with his life. And I guess the roommate came back to him from overseas, so... got to give you the weather. Got nothing prepped. I'm just hanging out. I'm doing not a fundraiser, but an awareness campaign to keep Patrick and Morty streaming. Let's see, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Is that beautiful? 26 degrees centigrade or Celsius. Humidity, 38%. It is so great. 11 miles per hour is the wind. That would be 7 miles per hour. Just a beautiful day. Got up early, did my shopping. I have to redo my athletic socks. And I got to throw away 2 pairs of shoes. I've had them so long, and I was stretching on the floor, and I look at my shoe, and it's like it's coming. I'm losing everything off the bottom. It's like it's coming unglued, and I must have had it over 10 years. I'd had to, and 4 days a week. So it's once a week. So I only use it each. I rotate my shoes, so I have 4 pair. And but you know what? Got to get rid of it. And I see my neighbor when he's doing the yard work. He's got holes in his T-shirt, and it's like, come on, you got to get rid of that stuff. Got to get rid of it. Let's see. Bird was lucky to escape from the Middle East. Bird brain? Rufus, he was lucky to get a flight out of there. Yeah, absolutely. Now the woman up at the Wawa, she takes cruises by herself with a group. Gate One is the name of the company she uses, Gate One. And where is she going? She's going to Greece or somewhere. Can't remember, but that's in May. And she says, I can't go. Look at the TSA people. the security at the airports. Look at the lines. I said, are they going to give you your money back? She said, I don't know. So far, we don't have boots on the ground. There are some Marines going over there. I support whatever that general who's under Hegseth, whatever they come up. These are brilliant people. Give them credit. I mean, come on. They take out. I still think it's funny. They take out the Ayatollah and his whole leadership the first day. They're gone, and everybody else after that. Their Navy's gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their nukes are gone. Now, you do have to get the uranium, the enriched uranium. So somebody's got to go in there and get it. The military, they risk their lives all the time. When they serve, they're risking their life. Even in training, they're risking their life. What do you want to be, like Europe? Just be totally defenseless? Or like Canada? Tommy. Let's see, UNC out shopping new leads. Uncle. I got to decipher some of this stuff. Uncle is out shopping new leads on the luxury show after Tommy tanked his channel. Oh, Tommy destroyed the channel, the politics of things? Oh, I don't know that. I tuned in. I mean, I got it. Toyota Mo, man, this guy, I don't know how he sits there and listens to that. He's the perfect second banana co-host. I don't know how he can sit there and take that. It's every time, and I skip around trying to find out, if anybody else, or is he reading comments, or is he, it's all curly. 6 hours, it's all curly. Tommy tanked his channel. I don't know about that. GD, come on, Lex, we love, who's that? JBZ? No, I don't. No. He, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say anything. I'll be nice. Tommy greets Pavel. Okay. Let's see. GD, imagine the fishbowl without JB's weekly flip-flopping. I don't know. I can live without him. Don't know if you could euthanize it. Of course you could. Well, I want to follow the regulations in Canada. I don't want to go in front. I don't want to be pulled over by a trooper, Florida trooper. That hasn't happened yet. I got my registration, everything ready to go, and I don't want to go in front of a Florida judge. I don't need that. And I'm online, and I'll find out Monday. I'm going to call a pest control company and ask them what I can do. Or if I do trap it, and it is illegal to euthanize it, will they come and do it for me for a charge? Or something like that. I don't know. Or I'll catch it and just let it go. But, you can't set a trap, and I don't know what's going to walk in it, If I get a rat, do I get a squirrel? Do I get a rat? What can go in there? Dr. Bob's nightmare, here he is. Oh, yeah, equivalency. Everything's equivalent, right? Dr. Bob, trapping fox squirrels and collecting Pokemon cards, isn't that really trapping fox squirrel? No, he's a nuisance. This thing is brazen. I don't know what it is, okay? I stopped calling it a fox squirrel. But I went out there. Usually, if it's a juvenile gray squirrel, I open the door, they're gone. This thing, he wasn't moving. He'll just get on the screen, and he just looks at me. I have to walk right up to him. Oh, where is he? In fact, come on, where is this guy? I got him here somewhere. Now, you tell me what it is. I don't know what it is. There he is. Look at him. Now, what is that? I don't know. Is that it? Look at him. He was on top of the bird cage. I was just, come on. Where's the hawk when you need it? Trapping fox, collecting Pokemon. Isn't it really that different? Year of Unity, guys. No, again, Unity is no standards, and I'm not going to go there. That's not for me. Just get clear. Let's see. Just get clear, and you can drastically lower your wait time. Oh, really? Or wait, I should tell her to get that. What did I get? You have to get it, and it has to be on your boarding pass. What did I get? I purchased something. What the hell was that called? It's a TSA thing. My travel pre-check. TSA pre-check. So they gave me a KTN, the TSA. I have a known traveler number, a KTN. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. It expires in 2029. And you get that. You go to a totally different line. And she's got some money. I mean, she's working in there, and she does volunteer work at the hospital. And I was sitting there with another woman. The woman asked her, was it expensive to travel? And she goes, yeah, but she doesn't care. She wants to go. So unless that thing is really backed up too, but you can get a number on your boarding pass. You go to a totally different line, the TSA pre-check. I don't know if that's the same as Clear. Dirk and Dirkstein. Oh, you don't think they're gone? So you don't believe anything the government tells you, right? What about the Ayatollahs? You believe what the Ayatollahs tell you? The AI they're running? That the carriers were shipped? You don't think their Navy's gone, Tommy? We can't convince you of that? Tommy says to Dirk, stay away from airports for the future. Tommy, I already have a trip planned. Oh, well, don't croak on us like, what's his name? Who's the karate guy? Chuck Norris. I still think that's a beautiful way to go. You're 86 years old, and I'm sure he was thinking, because he was talking to Lou Ferrigno, and he was saying, and Lou Ferrigno said, oh, he's positive, which is good. Takes care of himself, which is good. But when it's time's up, it's time. Look, nobody took care of themselves as well as Jack LaLanne, and he died, I believe, in his mid-80s. But what a beautiful way to go. You're there with your family, everything's cool, and you go quickly. The experience, and you just go quickly. I think that's a very nice way. And he has a home over there in Kauai, apparently. But he's such a public figure, and he's very competitive, and I'm sure, and I'll probably be the same way. If I hit 86, I'll think, well, if I hit 80, I say, well, I can hit 86. And if I hit 86, well, I can make 92. And I'm sure he was thinking, I'm taking care of myself. I'll be here. I can make it to 90. And, well, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Tommy, I already have a trip planned to Hawaii next Monday, although I get what you're saying, man. Tommy, ice, baby. Uh-oh, got a cardinal in there. Now, don't go in there. I know you don't go in there. Now, this is really a cool trap. You can't see it, but you have to push up the gate underneath. And it's on the inside. See, they don't have hands, so they can't lift it up. And it's spring-loaded. So you got to put your nose underneath that and then push your way in. Mega value customer, my kind of guy. What? The city, what? If you want to tell me what city. The city owns the squirrels. If you catch one, you're supposed to release it inside the mayor's office. All right, hang on. I'm sorry. I didn't pre-read it. Hang on. Let me close that. Turn that up. Let's see. The city owns a squirrel. If you catch one, you're supposed to release it inside the mayor's office. That was a good one. Poor Dr. Bob having to brave his co-host's constant meltdown. Did he have another one? I don't. Well, now he says it's a show. So how do you know? Now, everybody says Archie's acting. How do you know Jax is not acting? Right? I even heard Curly say, the guy is a method actor, which he's not. So how do you know he's not acting, Pavel? He gets upset, but again, it's a show. I mean, so I don't know. Pasta ROLEX, why I hate wildlife so bad? Let them live. I want them to respect. I don't want them in my feeders. I got safflower seeds specifically because the squirrels wouldn't eat it. And so far it worked until this guy came along. And I don't know what it's got a bushy tail. A squirrel is a member of the rodent family. Frank, what do we say about... what's our stand on that, Frank?
Will not tolerate infestation.
Exactly. And wildlife, they, I think he's going to get nailed by a fox because he is really brazen. I mean, he's just, be interesting. See if he comes back. I don't know what I'll catch. And Monday I got to make some calls or maybe send an email to the wildlife division and say what I can and can't do. I may have to just bring it in, and I may have to let him live. Pasta. Tommy, okay, abolish ICE, right? Yep. Clear is different than PSA global entry, and clear is more global. Well, let me look that up. Well, Dirk does travel the world. What is clear for traveling ease? Let's see, it's Clear Plus for its main paid membership. It's a private biometric-based identity verification service. Ooh. To make traveling through airports faster and easier, particularly by speeding up to the identity check portion of TSA security screening. Really? How it works for air travel. You enroll in Clear, the paid program. Okay. Eye scan. They got your eye scan, Dirk. They can identify you, like your eyes. The iris scan, face or fingerprints to verify your identity quickly. Well, that's mostly, is that above and beyond the KTN number? You step up to a kiosk or a pod at an e-gate at supported locations for a fast biometric scan, often just a few seconds. Wow. Once verified, a Clear ambassador escorts you, or you proceed directly to the front of the regular TSA screening line. Can you imagine the stares you get from people when you go to the front of the line? Skipping the usual line for showing your ID and boarding pass to a TSA agent. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check into that. Thanks for that. But I'm not going globally though, but I guess it would be for mainland too. I don't know. Let's see. Dirk is saying TSA pre-check is worthless right now. Really? I'll have to look into that. But I'm not going anywhere. For a guy who's dodging ICE, I have TSA pre-check, global entry. You got them all. For a guy that is dodging ICE, I have TSA pre-check, global entry, and Clear Plus. Wow, good for you. Well, you do a lot of traveling. Weren't you in Budapest at one time? And again, the main reason for streaming today, I want everybody to go over to the diner, the latest episode, and just put in there, come back. In fact, before I forget, I'm going to do it right now. So I'm going to go to the diner. I want you to join me. You can do it. Come on, take a minute today. You can do it. Morty's Diner. And let's see, his latest show was on. Let's show him some love. 2 weeks ago. Okay. And I'm going to put in here, I'm going to come, Morty, come back. YouTube, and we need you. Okay, please join me. Okay, now I'm going to go to, and the easiest way to find it is go to @NewsBrosShow. And the latest, yeah, that was the announcement. So let's go on to that. 215 views. And I'm going to put in here. Let's see, what am I put? Patrick, we need you. Keep your channel viable and please continue streaming. All right, I'm requesting, I'm doing a public service announcement and asking you, those that are listening, to do the same. Tommy thinks GE comes with pre-check now. Let's see, Jax is really? Well, I hear him sighing a lot, and I don't hear him really raging. Now compared to Curly, when Curly first came on, I mean that's a 12 on the rage scale. I would put Jax at the most a 3 at his worst time. Jax's unchecked rage is no act, I assure you. Well, okay. Well, I tried to, no, I don't know what the right word is. I needed to pivot, and he wasn't interested in that. So he went over there. What can I do? What can anybody do? He wants to be himself. Okay, if that's who he is. Let's see. Mama, end of history. I think in the clash of civilization, amid the trap of great trap. Who was right? Oh, I don't know, Tommy. Keep reading. Keep well read, and then just let. If you had your way, the Ayatollahs will be all nuked up by now, and they are there to use them. In fact, Tommy's here. I got to play the one thing. What's his name? Where is he? Mark Levine. 1 minute, 43 seconds. I think this is the one.
First of all, as you know, I reject this right stuff. We are constitutional conservatives. We're not on the right. We're not on the left. We're not on any wing. This is the core, the foundational core of the country. We are the core. The right is not you and me. The left, that's not you and me. We are the core of the country. We are a constitutional republic. You and I are promoting, defending, living the core of the country. So for the media to say the right wing, that's not you and me. But there is a right wing, a neo-fascist right wing, a woke right, R-E-I-C-H. What do I keep referring to that? Wokeism is to play on the emotions and the passions of people, to try and use our differences to divide us, rather than come together as a united country around our principles and belief systems. It's that simple. And this woke notion is stolen from the left, used by these neo-fascists as a way to try and draw more and more people, especially young men, into their orbit. And they will say and do anything to do it because they make money that way. Because this entire enterprise that I'm involved in right now, if you're money-oriented and only money-oriented, you know how to make money. Drop the F-bomb, attack the Jews, attack evangelical Christians, attack Israel, undermine the president, and everybody's a victim. The system sucks. This is it. And these are people that don't know anything.
Now, the one I was looking for, that wasn't it, where he says the Ayatollah, it's part of their 7th century religion that everyone must either die or convert before their Messiah comes back. So they're getting the nukes to use them. They will use them. I'm not waiting around for, it's a great thing what Trump did. Okay, so it's a Sunday. Let's don't go totally. GD. Oh, even the asylum knows Morty is a nice guy. Good afternoon, Doc. This is Loose Tooth. Are you thinking about joining AD Never Calling NewsBro? I have a channel. I'm not going to be joining it. I'll help him out, I'm trying to give him some advice. Do what you want to do, and at some point, for me, my Saturday show was perfect for me. I did an hour and a half, got my clips done, covered some bases, and that's it. And today is just something to do, but I'm not going to. Well, I'm retired, and I really don't want to do a schedule. And he's busy too. He's a busy guy, but now he's thinking about selling the microphone, or So I don't. You got to have an interest in it, and you got to stick with it. But no, I'm not joining, but I'll help him out. Particularly until he gets his feet underneath him. Let's say he doesn't want to be there by himself. Okay, just shoot me an email. And but I'm not a night person. I'm a morning guy. But if it's Friday and I took my nap, and you want to go on at 7:00, or 8, I'll hop over there and do an hour, just to help him out. But that's not really joining it. Tommy, well, they've had elections over there. You got to win elections, and they win by. There was a revolution. What you're really asking: does the Ayatollah, Iran, run by the Ayatollahs, do they have a right to exist? Yeah, if they don't want to hurt anybody, if they don't want to have nuclear weapons. That's all they had to do is do a deal, and they're killing their own people. You cannot give a state who's on the record to death to America, death to Israel, and they're going after the nuclear weapons. You can't do that. They don't have a right to those weapons. No. Coming in, beautiful day. Look at there comes Loose Tooth. Doc said, Adam and her have good chemistry. Edinburgh. Thoughts on Pioche? I don't have any thoughts on him. I'm right today. I'm the conservative. I will never, ever vote for a Democrat. They're deranged. They're dangerous. And Trump's doing a great job. Yeah. Funny, Dirk, yeah. Dirk is, what does that mean? Dirk Golden Baba. Buddy Baba. I don't know what happened there. He kind of went on and trashed Patrick on the Jack show. So, my advice to Patrick, if he's listening, forget the intro, keep the show up, and do what you want to do. Talk about what you want, and if you need some help, give me a call. I'll come over there and just hang out with you, just to get your feet underneath you. But set a time, Don't let it, do an hour, do a half hour, or make it, and then just get off. Don't have it consuming. Let's see, evangelical nut. Oh, you're going after the Christians, yeah. There you go, Tommy. Levan just finished watching Tommy's show. Well, listen, if you got to go over to talk your politics on the franchise club, well, maybe Tucker will take you. Money, the dispensationalists. Now that's an interesting term. What is that? Let's see. A dispensationalist Christian who holds to dispensationalism, a theological framework for understanding the Bible's overall storyline. Oh, man. God's dealing with humanity. Oh. God is an individual thing. And don't. It's just like your personal health, your fitness. That's an individual thing. What my neighbor does to work on his back, I don't care. How he worships the God of his understanding is his business. But I don't believe you find God by committee, or you need someone else. You need the Salt Lake City prophet or, the Pope to find God. Dispensationalism is a system that views biblical history as divine on distinct periods. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Key beliefs. 1, a consistent literal interpretation of Scripture. I don't have that. And anybody else does, I don't listen to them. It's not literal. What is symbolic sometimes is literal, and what is literal is sometimes symbolic. You got to know how to read it. And stick with the gospel. If I walk into any church and they're preaching out of Revelation, I walk out. I'm not going to waste my time. They don't know what they're talking about. That's the way it is. I've done my own homework, and I have to stand before God. When you stand before God, metaphorically, you're not going to go in there with a group of people. It's just you. You're not going to go in there and, well, the preacher told me this. It doesn't work. I don't take it literally. God's glory as you ultimate purpose. Okay, yeah, this is too much. This is all man stuff. This is men's law, or they're breaking it down. I'm not into that. Pavel, I know you can't possibly live inside no matter how upset you are. GD, correct. How's the toe? Oh, good question. Very good. I got to try some new shoes Monday. Not new. I mean, I've had them, but I got to throw the other one. The one is too narrow anyway. And I bought some socks with the most cushion I could get. The Hanes double. I had to look for them, but I found them. But it's good. It's still discolored because I actually, when I stubbed it, I hit the inside of it, and it pushed it out, and that's where the major damage is. But it's still discolored there, and I think, but there's a little discomfort, but the pain is gone. So, lesson learned. Not only do I have to watch where I'm walking around, I have to slow down. Like I'm in a hurry. I got to do this, I got to do that. And then I'm cutting corners, and that's when I hit the entertainment center. I don't have to be in a rush. I'm not on the time clock. And then I looked up yesterday on Grok the accidents. Home accidents is the 8th cause of death for people 65 and older. I want to eliminate that. So I misspoke. I said I had my smoke detector on the roof. I meant the high point of the ceiling. And yes, I could get a ladder, and yes, there's a ledge there. I'm not doing it. There's a number you can call. The fire department will come out and do it for you. Now that particular, if it's a certain age, if it's a certain age, which mine is, that's all they'll do it this time. They won't do it again. So I'll just call the electrician and have him give me a new one. But, you take a fall, or if I have my whiskey a go-go, that's always one drink, and I lock it up. I'm not having another one because I want to make it to bed. I don't want to hit my head. But the toe's fine, thank you. Well, he said why. He spelled it out over on, I don't want to speak for him. And now it's members only. Basically, he said, it's not me, it's him. It's Patrick, is what he said. He blamed it all on Patrick. Buddy Baba. So they only lasted, a couple shows? Hey, I got along with Jax for 2 months. Give me some credit. You have to go listen to it. I don't want to speak for him. Well, I think we're doing well with China. Tommy, are you concerned that we started containment policies regarding China too late? Well, you're into it more than I am. I think Rubio's doing a great job, and the Chinese they're in trouble in a lot of ways. But I think Trump, man, he's doing great. Oh, look who's here. We got a celebrity in the house. Now, he's another guy that has a channel, but he doesn't stream very often because he has to make a big production out of it, like Shroom of Arabia. Yo, docs and friends. I don't know how many friends I do have. Listen, I'm a friend to no one, friendly to most, truthful to all. Never. That's like when does Docs buy another mechanical watch? Never. At what point does Docs begin unboxing the Pokemon card? Never. At what point does Docs get behind a game controlling? Never. At what point does Docs go on the Curly Show? Never. Well, now what country are you talking about now, Tommy? Okay, you can beat us. You can beat up America all you want in the past. Had we made mistakes? Sure. They overturned that and put in a dictator. Okay, it's a different part of the world. I'm not an expert on it. All I know, our president did the right thing. Nobody said it better than he said it. Where's he at? Mr. President.
You can't let the most violent, vicious country in the last 50 years have a nuclear weapon, because the Middle East will be gone. Israel will go first, without question, and they'll certainly take a shot at us before we get our act together and say we got to take them out. You can't let Iran, who's truly a nation of great terror and power. Look what happened in the last 2 weeks. They weren't supposed to go after all these other countries in the Middle East. Those missiles were set to go after them. So they hit Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait. Nobody expected that. We were shocked. And the other one, they fought back. They could have yielded. But think of it, if we weren't around, they had tremendous power. They had thousands of missiles, most of which we've terminated. They had thousands of drones. They were making drones and missiles all over the place. We've knocked out most of those factories. I mean, now they're sending out 2 or 3 missiles. Now, they've still got some. They might have 8% left. But mostly they've been eliminated. They've been terminated by what we did and what Israel did too.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I ran all these clips on Saturday, but I guess everybody was out golfing or doing their own thing. I don't want to play them all here now. Let's see. Okay, there's Green Room. Okay, let's see. Okay, hey, Green Room, Tommy said Pinochet was a massive Democrat. You're correct. Okay, Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob's nightmare. Good idea, Docs. You hire Patrick. New format. The News Bros Rodent Control Show. Well, I was going to go with Scandals and Animals today, but what did I go with? Pokemon Rolex. Yeah, they're both ripoffs. They're not investments. Just stay away. Your money wasted. Mortys Diner. I encourage everyone to go over to Mortys Diner in his latest 2 weeks ago. He streamed and put in there, we come back. Tim Wright, Franchise Club, NewsBrosShow. Go over there and get Patrick. Show him some love and say, don't give up the channel. The hardest part is just getting the first stream down. And again, if I'll go over there if he needs some help, starting, just to get it up and going. Operation Condor. Now, what is that one? Oh, God, I don't follow it that close. Tommy's trying to get this political thing on a secret. Okay, this is South America. Yeah, I'm not a student of that. GD, my own moderator. It would be fitting to have the #1 news provider to the global watch community co-hosting the news. I'll help him out. But again, if he is hesitating on his commitment to streaming, I can't help him on that. He's got to make that decision. Do you want to? Look at Tanzil. Tanzil he comes up with a locks report when he wants to. So I would say to Patrick, at the very least, keep it so if something comes up, and you don't have to get on a panel and be cut off and talked over, and just you have your channel there when you need it. But that's up to him. I can't motivate him. I mean, if he's lost interest already, it's kind of, well, what did he really expect then? It does take some effort. Playing Christian hammers, Bill. Oh God! Now it's gaming. Oh, green room, you're throwing your life away. He's asking Tommy, do I bother going for the Palladian crushing hammers build in D4? Jeez. Okay, GD. He's down there anyway, in Argentina. U.S. imperialism at work in South. Well, we're buddies now. Your new presidente, he's a real Trump guy. U.S. imperialism at work in South America, sponsoring dictatorship, persecution of leftists, including torture and executions. More than 33,000 people missing here, Tommy. And you're going to blame that all on America. Wrote, Revelation is nonsense. Well, I'm not going to go that far. It's there for a reason. Do I say this or don't say this? Well, one of the function of Jupiter is what? To collect the debris that's going through the solar system. You don't want it hitting Earth, right? So Jupiter is there, and it takes a lot of hits for us. I think maybe Revelation, it takes a lot of the preachers, go over there, but I went to the University Church Institute. Only one time did Revelation ever come up. One time. But it's not, you got the gospel. You don't need Revelation. Just concentrate on the gospel. Thomas Paine wrote, Revelation is a nonsense term because all we ever had was secondhand information, a long game of whisper down the line. Well, you can have a direct relationship with God. Now, some Christians say they walk with Jesus. I don't use this term. I don't walk with Jesus. Jesus wouldn't want that. God's presence is within you. You meditate. You can have direct contact. You don't need the four walls. You don't need a cathedral. You don't need the wilderness. You don't need to go into a cave. Be still and know I am God. Chile, GD said, way worse, the Chicago boys at least helped their economy temporarily. Oh, please, Green Room, you're wasting your life with game controls. Pinochet did prop up the Chilean economy, but the cost was high. Estado Novo. We love what is that? Oh, we love the shroom? Do we understand the shroom? We may love him, but do you understand the shroom? Chiquita brand, because you supported the... Docs, you only buy Chiquita brand bananas because... I haven't seen Chiquita in a long time. Because you supported the United Fruit Company's policies. I only buy the banana that's non-organic. I'm not paying extra money for organic. I just buy what's available. I got some. So I buy too many sometimes. I like to they have to be ripened a little bit, and then I dip them in walnuts and chocolate chips, and maybe have a yogurt with it. When I got back from the fitness center, but now I go to where I go. Where is it? Come on, where do I go? You know where I go.
Wow, wow. Wow, wow.
That's right, and it is delicious. Now, they didn't have any Colombian ready. It was all gone, and they were, another pot going. And I've had guys like, not be really agitated at them, like they want their Colombian, I told you it was empty, they're like, dude. So what I do is I'll take half of the Cuban coffee and the half regular, and the 16 ounce, I'll make an adjustment. Let's see. The people of Australia are begging for strong leadership like the Don. Like the Donald? Really? Well, unless you go too far gone like Canada. Green Shroom, the people of Australia are begging for a strong leader like the Donald. They might have to be you. Well, hey, Green Room's got the hair to be a politician. Air King Ben. Let's see. Ben is more Supreme Court material. Is Tommy the Fishbowl's version Destiny? Don't know what that means, loose tooth. Frankenstein destroyed him. The Grand Tommy Tola. The Grand Tommy Tola. Oh, I kind of like that. We have a right to. You know, they were yelling at each other when they were one of the negotiators said that. Told them you can't have a nuke, and they said we have a right to it. Now they were in there to negotiate because that was the thing, and they weren't going to budge at all. The Grand Tommy Tola, ooh, kaboom. Let's see, Green Shroom, Ape, Morty's all right. I missed the whole music. Okay, I can't decipher some of these things. Well, his version of it, right? Right, GD, Patrick, the Locks Report should be a regular segment on the News Bros channel. And Patrick could do that. Just come on when he wants to and do 20 minutes. But don't give up the channel, the News Bro Network. I don't have any thoughts on that William F. Buckley thing, Tommy. I don't live in the past. I'm not going back there. And I'm not in politics, really. With the excuse of keeping communism. Enable what? What should the U.S., GD, you're my moderator. The U.S. simply enabled it, Lex. Oh, all the destruction in South America, the killing, with the excuse of keeping communists out of Latin America. Oh, I see. Okay. In front of a camera live for the world to see is daunting for most. It takes guts. Well, you got to get over. We're even talking into a mic. I don't want to show my face because I don't want to be recognized. It would embarrass me. If I went into Walmart, oh, look, it's a doctor's report. I would never go in there again. Well, I shouldn't say that. I would just be embarrassed. And I talked to people at the fitness center, one gentleman and a husband and a wife, but I can't tell them. I can't tell them I have a channel. I can't do it. Green Shrimp, for many, being able to get ready and talk in front of a camera live for the world to see is daunting for most. It takes guts. Well, Patrick enjoys that part of it. I got him here. I got him right here. Where is he? Oh, goodness, there he is. He had a lot of coloring. You know, it's almost like too much. So the black and white. But he doesn't have a problem with that. But he may have lost interest. I can't, if he's giving up now, then, you know. But so encourage him. Give him some encouragement. Go over there and say, stay. Or volunteer if you're interested in doing it yourself or learning to do it and you have a microphone or get a microphone, you know, he's looking for a co-host. Or not even a co-host, just be a producer over there. Just start by, you know, learning StreamYard. He can make you give you the keys and, you know, you can find clips in that. Don't get any strikes, but learn how to do it. Uncle Grooms struggling for identity as the veil lifts many such cases. Really? But I don't watch it. I'll go through it, but I don't. Let's see, Pavel. Uncle Grooms struggles for identity as the veil lifts many such. He's not trying to find out anything about himself. I think he's at war with himself. He's running. He can't be bored. Why? You're by yourself. You got to get along with yourself. He can't. Tommy laughing, doesn't support paying those South Americans for organic based. I just don't believe in the organic is just nonsense. Just ask Easy Company. Dr. Bob, it worked in them, just ask Easy Company. Oh, is the trip still on? Is he still buddies with Easy Drink? Is he still buddies with the RG? That'll be a disaster. Oh, look at this. Tommy's a coffee expert, too. Wawa coffee is among the lowest quality coffee you can buy from any of the established brands, to be honest. Okay, your opinion. I've been in there, and a little old lady was in there. She got a 24-ounce. And I said, wow, that's quite a... She says, I love my coffee. She said, this is the best coffee. Okay, so, but Tommy says it's the worst. It's among the lowest quality. How much? Well, I can't mention that name. No, oh, I'm glad I didn't put that up there. I can't go there. I'll leave it there, but I can't read it. Well, I can read it, but I'll just read some of it. GD, Lex, how much content can we actually getting out of the upcoming Hanoi trip? Giving that, then I can't read that. I don't know if he was even, is he showing there? That would, really? Well, if he puts him in the news, if he's in the news, I'll have to cover it. That surprises me. That surprises me. What is this? Wawa coffee is the worst. Oh!
Ho! Ho! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Don't give up the ship. You hear that, Patrick? You hear that, Morty? Don't give up the ship. Don't surrender. Oh, God is timeless, Tommy. Don't you get it? You think this is all by chance? It's not possible. The perfect conditions for life, the universe just happened to produce. The complexity of life, the DNA, who wrote the code, Tommy? It's code. And all that means is there's an intelligence. Now, if you want to say God does not exist, I'll agree with you. God does not exist. God manifests. The mind, it doesn't exist. It manifests. Love doesn't exist. It manifests. You can't do anything without your mind, without making up your mind. You can change your whole life. One idea can change your whole life. Not the brain, the mind. It doesn't live in the past. No. I don't read, when I say that, like when people follow scriptures about, King David did this, or Paul. No, there's truth there. There's also truth in the Gita. I can never pronounce it correctly. What is that? Don't I have it here? Where's the Gita? I thought I had that. I have to skip brands here. I got to go to my X account. The Gita.
Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah. It says the same thing. God is within you. Just like Jesus said, God is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. It's the same message. That doesn't make it, that's timeless. Timeless, Tommy. Uh-oh. JD into how about Canada? Oh, I used to follow. What is this guy? I got another golf ball out there. No, he's going to make a shot. He's has a tough shot. How about Canada Docs? Your thoughts? I'm just waiting to see what happens. I mean, it's up to the Canadian people. They keep voting these people that can't run anything. They're equivalent to Labor. They're equivalent to Democrats down here. The Liberal Party up there. They don't give a rat if you have a job or a roof over your head. They just open the borders and let anybody in, and they don't want to grow the economy. They're on all this oil, and they won't do pipelines. I think the Alberta's going to. I don't think it'll become a state, but I think they're going to go for independence. Yeah, and then it all starts kind of tumbling. Then Quebec goes out. And that's the money. The money's there in Alberta. They got the oil. I'm just watching it like everybody else. I do watch the Canadian Shield once in a while. I have no idea, Tommy. I don't know. I'm not an expert on Canada. Please explain why Ottawa is the capital and not Toronto. I have no idea. What about Edmonton? They got all the money, right? Isn't that Alberta? They're paying for everything. From me, is there a beef with Baba? Oh, between Buddy Baba and Patrick? Well, something happened. You're going to have to go listen to the Jackson Dr. Bob show, because Baba was there telling his version of it. It didn't work out. I guess that would be safe to say. It didn't work out. I can't put that up there either, GD. I don't know. Is Hanoi? Well, is it like Thailand? There's probably all sorts of adult entertainment. Oh, Jamie Opulence? Oh man, he's a happily married man. He just goes there to unwind and drink. And the other guy, I don't. You really think he's going to show up? What about who's the other guy? Who's the guy in Poland? Dodger. He's going to be there, right? If Dodger's there and Jamie. JDMT. Did Buddy Baba do a Montreal screw job on it? Patrick? Well, you'll have to ask Patrick that. I don't know if he's going to go there. Hey, when a relationship doesn't work, personal work or any kind of relationship, you just walk away. That's your option. I got to push some water here. Morty or Patrick, this is a good time to live stream. When I get off, if you're interested, shoot me an email. We've got an audience. There's demand, Let's see, maybe, it doesn't have what it, real technical, hard bark. I gotta look that up. Let's see, what is hard bark in Texas lingo? Hard bark in Texas lingo, more broadly, because I've never heard that before in my life, more broadly in rural America slang, including southern and western contexts like Texas, refers to someone having thick skin, toughness, resilience, or a hard exterior. The ability to shrug. I think he has that. Oh, bark like a tree. No, he has very tough skin, I think. Who said that? That would be loose tooth. Maybe AD never. Colleen doesn't know. No, I don't. From my sense of it, he didn't push him out. Baba left, so he wasn't pushed out. Buddy Baba. Pava Archer said he's not meeting anyone in Hanoi, including. Well, that's the first wise decision he's ever made. He's not meeting anyone, so he's just going to go and get a cheap room and then meet the ladies that he's found on the dating site, huh? Archie said he's not meeting anyone in Hanoi, including Easy Drink. Wow. Okay. JDMT, AD, Patrick and Baba are no news. Easy Company, irredeemably, After what he did. Okay, I don't want to put that up. I don't know what he did to that. I can't put that up there. I can't put that up there either, Pavel. Boy, this is rough for a Sunday show. Montreal Screwjob is open green room lecture is the worst replacement for Scott Adams ever. Who the hell is Scott Adams? Do I dare look? Two T's or one T? Oh, the Dilbert script? Is that who you're saying? I like that. He did pass away, didn't he? And everybody was everybody was trying to convert him. And I thought, leave the poor guy alone. You don't have to convert him. See, I'm not one of those Christians. And if I were to talk to one of them, they wouldn't even consider me a Christian. The Dilbert principle. Let's see. He was diagnosed with metastatic prostate cancer in 2025. He shared publicly. Okay, I want to put in about why did Christians hound Scott Adams? Leave the poor guy alone. Okay, let's see. Adams now. Larry King described himself as an agnostic atheist. Now, please, somebody tell me what the hell that is. Adams, who was long identified as an agnostic or skeptic, publicly, that was a joke. Here's what he said. I'm not a believer, but I have to admit the risk-reward calculation. See, I don't think God's going to buy that. For doing looks so attractive to me. So so here I go. Just making a joke out of it. I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. I've never said that. Does that mean I'm going to hell? I've never said that. And look forward to spending an eternity with him. The part about me not being a believer should be quickly. That's one branch of Christianity. There's so much stuff going on there. There's no such thing as Christianity. There's 20,000 different Christian organizations in the world and 200 in America. So which one are you going to pick? So you can't pick. And I don't search for God. Forget religion. Go search for God. But I don't want to get there. Let's see. In short, the hounding that you're likely referring to was most intra-Christian theological debate and concern over the authenticity nature of his very late hedge-framed profession of faith, not earlier. Okay, whatever. Leave the guy alone. If somebody doesn't want to believe, leave him alone. And Tommy, you don't know what I believe. Manifest destiny. Regarding what? The United States settlers were destined. We were destined. Well, we were the only ones that could do it. So I guess, there is manifest destiny. We're the only ones that could take out the nukes for the Ayatollah. And the Mideast, behind, maybe not publicly, but they're all thanking us. Or everybody would have had to get nuked up. It was terrible. You can't have them to have it. We're the only ones that could have done it, Tommy. I'll still keep watching this dog shit when I should be sleeping. Well, thank you. Thank you for the endorsement. Shroom, I'll still keep watching this dog shit when I should be. The Upanishads and the Vedas. Well, they're both ancient. I find truth anywhere I can get it. The Upanishads or the Vedas, it's still truth. I'll take it wherever I can get it. Ancient civilizations, Indian ancient civilizations. In fact, I got some in my metaphysical file there somewhere. When I run across it, I'll read it to you. But see, you're intellectualizing the whole thing and analyzing. I don't do that. I said, what did they say? What were they trying to say? Oh, and it has meaning for me. Okay, great. I get it. Good. I'm on the right track. Sunnis and the Shias, I could care less. I don't know. I have no clue, Tommy. But apparently you do. Would I trust you as an advisor to Trump? Hell no. Okay. All right, Tommy. You're brilliant, Tommy. What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. We're on with what's his name? The overnight guy. Not the overnight. I forgot his name. Curly. Why aren't you over there? Or why are you there if you're this brilliant? Jamie says, okay, well, that's a fair observation. Jamie says he's happily married, but he sure loves traveling to meet men from the fishbowl. And he likes to get out there. I'm sorry I missed that. Pavel, you can pinpoint the crumbling of the curlyverse to Tommy's source, please, which preceded a classic Uncle meltdown. Grok, is that true? No, it's an aggregator. I make my own decisions or do my own research. Oh, I wish I could get an audio of that. Okay, Shroom McCurley's meltdown against me might have taken the cake. Oh, he's not going to like that. He's not going to like that. Yeah, Tommy, go after somebody else. I'm not into any kind of religion. I'm not a religious person. Spiritual, different. And good old Pascal's wager. And deism or atheism are the only defensible positions. Theology is evil. Oh, so where are you at? You're the atheist? Deism or atheism are the only defensible positions. So theology is evil. Again, God does not exist. If that's theism, there's a God. There's not a physical God. There's not a personal God. There's I go with what the rabbi said in the New Testament. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. So I can agree with an atheist if they say there is no God. God does not exist, correct. However, God manifests. The spirit is self-aware, infinite intelligence, and is all. Nothing that exists out of that, out of God, out of that intelligence, the mind of God. You exist in the mind of God. And the mind, spirit, love. Maybe I should get that tattooed on my arm. There's no way Docs is going to hell. Dr. Bob. Scott Adams was demonized for indulging in pattern recognition. Okay. Tommy. Pavel used to attend Hitchens. Well, Hitchens was brilliant. He was brilliant. Yeah. And he didn't have any problem with spirituality. He had a problem with Christians, but I think, if I recall. Manifest Destiny isn't about Iran. Well, okay. What's the difference? They're both ancient. Okay. Yeah, truth is timeless, Tommy. Truth is eternal. Hey, Dr. Bob, we should manifest destiny, Canada from the Gulf of America to the Arctic Sea. We must set Canada free. Power to the people. That's up to Canada, the Albertans. Okay, 21 watching. Hour 16 minutes. Maybe I should just stream on Sundays from now on. Again, I beg of you, will you please go over to Morty's channel on his latest stream 2 weeks ago and just put in the comments, say, come back. You know, don't leave. And do that also to Patrick's channel, if you wouldn't mind. And you know how to get to Morty's Diner, right? It's there's that one. And the Patrick channel, let's see, the Bros Show. Excuse me. Whatever appeals to my ear, Tommy. I don't really research it. I'm not an intellectual in that sense. I'm not a historian of that. It's like opera. I don't understand the opera, but if it moves me, I'll listen to it. I don't even know who's doing it. I enjoy it. It's just like music. Most music that way. What I really listen to when I'm in the home before I leave to go to the fitness center, I have YouTube music. Neon chill radio, not chill radio, but neon chill radio. Ooh, now that would be interesting. You hear that, Rufus? Shroom said it's about time Rufus opened up his own diner. Yeah, think about it. Everybody should have a channel. Volcaries are hot, and Neon Chill Radio laughing. I can't wait to check that out. Oh, it's great. It's just something in the background. Now, if I'm doing my, figures or I'm working on something, I can't have any music on. So when I put my clips together for the show and that, I don't have any music on. But I leave it. I have a speaker in the garage, an Amazon bot or whatever they call those, HomePod or something, and I have one in the lanai, but that's locked up. But if the temperature is right, I'll have all three going. So I got it in the garage, in the living room, and they're all synced up, and then one in the lanai. Neon Chill Radio. That's all you do. You say, I say, Alexa, play Neon Chill Radio. Now, ASMR. There's some great ladies that have channels that I'll watch for that. And when I get back from the fitness center, like there's one that there's some hypnotists, and they snap their fingers. They talk real slowly, and I'm out. I mean, I'll take a nap right there. There you go. Exactly. Well, not join. Forget. Maybe just try to go over there and hang with him for a show. Shoot him an email, and just go. Let me know when you're streaming again, and just maybe he'll give you the keys. I don't know what he'll do. Just try it out. Have an audition. Try it out. Oh, no, it's relaxing. I think it's very relaxing. And I'll burn some incense once in a while when I'm, and that relaxes me, and I'll do some meditation. And I saw some really beautiful things in the morning. I can't remember what morning it was. It was just beautiful. And I was so relaxed. But when you hit that state of meditation, whether you're in bed or at the relaxation, it's you're so alert too because you want to watch it, you want to see it. See, Tommy, no, I don't read my horoscope. Absolutely not. No interest in it. I say my prayers every morning when I go over to the fitness center, but I ask for nothing. I got to push some water.
A lot of people look at me and wonder, what can that thing be? Is it fish or fowl, trout or owl, vegetable or human? Well, gals and guys, I'm gonna put you wise. You're looking at a woman. I can wash out 44 pairs of pants and have them hanging on the line. I can starch and iron 2 dozen Levi's before you can count from 1 to 9. I can scoop up a great big dipper full of schmaltz from the dripping can, throw it in the skillet, go out and skin a rabbit, and be back before it melts in the pan, 'cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. Now I can rub and scrub Jethro's boots until they're shining like a dime, shuck the peas, shoe the fleas, and clean the outhouse at the same time. Get all dressed up, go out and dance till 4 a.m., and then lay down at 5, jump up at 6, and start all over again. 'Cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. Now, if you come to me sickly, you know I'm gonna make you well. And if you come to me all hexed up, you know I'm gonna break the spell. And if you're hungry, you know I'm gonna fill you full of grits. And if you're dry, I'll mix your corn liquor with sauerkraut juice. Ain't that a blitz? With that kind of a drink, you won't need a rocket to get to the moon. 'Cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. Now I can stretch a greenback dollar bill from here to kingdom come. 10 the stills, pay my bills, and still end up with some. I got a $20 gold piece to prove what I just said. I can make a dress out of a feed bag, and I can make a man out of jam. 'Cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. 'Cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. And that's all. Eat your heart out, Zsa Zsa.
Well, the mob has moved on. Let's get that music off. 3 people hanging in there. Had a nice avocado and some crackers, finished off the water. 1 hour, 52 minutes. You know, I I like technology. And I like music, but when I go to the fitness center, I never listen to anything. I tune it all out. I want to get in touch with my inner beingness, and I listen. And because you fatigue yourself, and you're more in tune, you're more in a position to listen to things, or ideas pop into your head, creativity. 4 people. Let's see, what am I looking for? Dirk Diggler, please, this is not what I'm looking for, but Lex, please tell me you haven't fallen. I told you to get Life Alert. Well, actually, if I wear my Apple Watch, if I were to wear that daily, that's an alert, because it'll sense when you fall. Or even when you're in bed, if you fall out of bed, but I haven't done it. Well, I guess I could put it up there. Again, I encourage everyone to go over to Morty's Diner. And Morty's Diner, there you go. And encourage him, put in a note there, tell him to come back, don't leave, don't take down your channel, stream again, a new day, and the News Bros Show. Go give some words of encouragement to Morty and Patrick. Well, that's all I really know. I think he's doing okay, but I'm really not sure. GD, any news on Patrick, on Morty, besides the fact he's taking a break? Not really. I don't know. No, I don't. I don't want to say anything. Not that I know anything, but I would like to see some things, but to him do, but it's not, it's not for me to say. Oh, Stephen L. Ticker is 60 years old today. Wow. It sneaks up on you. It really does. He has a special show starting at 8 p.m. GMT time. Well, what would be that? What would my time be? Let me go look. Let's get rid of that. And let's go to YouTube. And that would be Tea and Tickers. Oh, guess who's live? Tim Wright and Friends. Really? It's only 2 o'clock. Oh, that's where everybody went over to, huh? Wow, 63 watching. Oh, is he at a bar? He must be at a bar. 61 people watching. Anyway, I'm looking for Tea and Tickers. Tea and Tickers. Let's see. Ticker turns 60 at 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, it's 2:30 here now. All right, well, happy birthday, Tickers. Oh, Timmy's got a leather jacket on. Oh, poor roommate. Poor roommate. Well, at least he's okay. At least he replied. You sent Morty an email and he repelled with the coffee. Well, he's okay then. Not sure what he's doing right now. Lurking. Well, at least somebody, I wouldn't call people lurking. At least they're tuning in, right? At least you got some viewers. I got to put that back into my folder. No, I don't know where I found it. I put it in Vita's. The Vita. There we go. Put that back in. Why won't it allow me to put it in? That's strange. It's just a PDF file. Well, I'll do it later. A Gampers, oh, look at this character. At least he's not driving in. The Gampers, Docs, what's this swift demise of the new? It didn't last long, did it? Well, listen, maybe they're not compatible. Let's see, demise show how tough this news business is. Well, how tough relationships are. I don't think it's really the news business. It's about, listen, it's Patrick's channel. He should have say over it. And whatever, Baba did all the talking over on Jackson Dr. Bob show. I just encourage Patrick just to hang in there. Do your own thing. Look at Tanzil. He has a channel he can fire up anytime he wants. The Locks Report. So Patrick should hang on to it. Gampers, the trap is set. I got peanuts in there. I crushed a couple of those peanuts. A rodent cannot resist a peanut in its shell, roasted peanut. Now that's a big lizard. Man, we don't have iguanas, but that was pretty big. I hope he doesn't. Can they eat a peanut? I don't know. Well, here's the problem with that. The first order of business would be a name change. Don't you agree? If you're going to do that, but he's got subscribers, but he's kind of stuck with that at NewsBrosShow, this thing. Where is it? I mean, people will learn it. See, NewsBrosShow, at NewsBrosShow. They'll take you over there. Yeah. Or you could keep it that way. No, you could keep everything the same. But you can change it on YouTube to, see, that's a problem. You can call it anything you want. I would just keep it the same way. And you could hold auditions for a fellow news bro. Now Rufus said, well, maybe I should go over there. Well, that's an idea. You got to bring something to it, You got to participate somehow. Get material or be a producer in the background or something. I don't know. But it's up to Patrick. It's his channel. I don't know if he really... Rufus is a good panelist. Well, but that's different than... You got to bring something. I mean, I enjoy doing it. It's a one-man show over here. Until I get the mob over here. See, people want to be engaged. They want to have something going. Well, I mean that's Morty's format. He wants people on. You know, which I don't. I do my clips and I do what I want to cover. I get an hour and a half in, and then I'm out. Today I was kind of overwhelmed. Now what's sad is I'll probably have more views on this than what I did yesterday. See, and I thought I did a perfect show yesterday. I kept it tight. I had some talk, and then I played the clips that I wanted to play and cover the material, and do an hour and a half. You know. But we need a lot of channels. We need you got to have diversity. You got to have content, but you can't have some squirrely blowing everybody out. Or don't you can't be in fear of Curly, talking about you. He's easy overnight, and just ignore him, but don't let him take the airwaves over. All right, 2 hours, 2 minutes. I think it's time for me to go. Thank you for hanging in there. So let's call it quits. Get a little bright out there for the camera, too. The news business, the YouTube business